Hey people, if you're watching this, your file's already been red tagged. I know I've been red tagged. This was the cover that was supposed to be on my last movie, and YouTube took it down. It said it was obscene. So the movie kind of lost meaning. But yeah, if there's something you want to remember, write it on your tits, and your husband will definitely be reminding you. These are memories, and it's an easy way to remember things. Just as soon as I posted the video, YouTube didn't take no time, and they took my cover down, so that's why I had to change the cover. But I don't see what was so obscene. This is YouTube's covers right here. They have full-fledged porn on some YouTube channels. But I've noticed this before. If I get a movie that starts getting too many clicks, they shut it down for some reason. And Lucky Truth says last few days after watching my movies, it'll autoplay another video on how to learn Hebrew from a different channel. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody else who could read it yet. So I got somebody permanently assigned to watch my YouTube and Facebook channel. If I say something wrong, if I post the wrong picture on Facebook, they hit me instantly. It's taken down. I'm blocked. So I can't like anything for a month on Facebook. They got me shut down too. They're going to tell me what I can like now. But I finish up that movie with this line here, when it was talking about memories on a rascal who lewd and memories. And this word only comes up one time like this, and 9 more times here. And you know that it's not a person, because every time somebody's born in the Bible, they give a reason for their name. And this one is just somebody who shows up, the mammer. And it's just a word. It's of never any importance. Just a bunch of words that they cram in there that are people that are never talked about again. That have no meaning, no reason. But it's all in place of the memor. And it's check of your memor. But most of the time it comes up, it's all in ping, in the place of memor. And here it looks like, and he hit it in the place of memor. But you can see pretty easy, it's from at the apron, OPRN, the apron, the each tie, ECHTI. On the apron, each tie, all place memor. So let me try to read on down this Song of Moses some more. I done went over these first couple several times. Easy novice is whatever what Shmo hears 'em reply. Repeat after me. And your perimeter left hit tizzle settle. The tizzle settle. What was stirred up is settle. Amortis's heirs. Amortis's heirs. Death in the air. What's coming out of the distillery. The death juice. Alcohols. The holy dose. And crave ivies. If holy is in. And crave an antidote. Then line 3 is kisses. KISES. And kisses you the acra. And that's acra as in acrobat, meaning the highest point. And kisses you the highest point. The acra and then AE. The acra's view. VUU. The acra's view. The highest view of the godel. That's the screw. And in the Tower of Babel, that's the same word they say is the Tower of Babel. The godel. The godel of all high new. The Tower of all high new. And exits where time is poly. The exits where time is many cycle. CYKL. As many cycled Drachia. From Sepit all a moon. Vain owl. It's side of wise review. And so it's the exits where time is many cycled Dracu. And so many cycled Dracu means hundreds of thousands of years. You know, a cycle of Dracu is like 27,000 years. You know, Dracu he's up here at the top. And right now, you know, the cycle's here at the tail of the Little Dipper, you know, is the North Pole. And 6,000 years ago, it was here on the tail of Dracu. And it goes on around in a circle here. And so one cycle of Dracu is like 20,000 years. So many cycles, you know, it's talking about knowledge of over 100,000 years. And so that's Dracu, you know, he kisses you, the Acra, the highest most point, view, V-U-U, to see. See the screw, the godel of all high knew, of all the high, the gods knew. And exits where time is many cycled Dracu. And from Sepital a moon, a moon. And so this a moon, when you read it backwards, this is the Enuma, you know, the Enuma Elise, the ancient writing of the gods. The place of the gods is what they'll say that means in the Akkadian ancient famous book, the Enuma. And so it only reads backwards the next time you come through. But all a moon, you know, all a moon means the people in several languages in that area. And as much as it talks about the God of Almighty in this chapter, in that last chapter I was looking at it, you know, it's all the people. The all a moon is the Holy Unum, you know, is the Almighty, the Holy Unum. All a moon, all the people empty and of. And so this is, you know, it was written with just an owl there. That's what that means, O-W-L. But it reads of Lex, L-X. And so Lex means a group of words that are used in this subject. And that's what this is all about. You know, the Lex comes from the name of the stars, and it's constantly changing. And so the Lex is what gives you times by knowing which group of letters means which numbers, which star, and where that star was sitting at that time. And that's what the of Lex, of the associated words, did if wise review. And settle will of in you, move side door. You know, settle will of in you, move M-U-V-M, move S, the side door, 2 D's. You know, move side the door. Move aside, get out of the way of my door, and settle will of in you, move side door, office, you know, O-F-F-S-E, the office who, to put little, L-T-T-L, to put little. And so this word reads several different ways with the directional markers when you come back through, but it also means, you know, to peddle it, tail, is when you're a hooker. And so, you know, to peddle is to sell something, but to peddle it is the lease is in time. You know, you ain't buying it, you renting it. In the side door office, to peddle it tail. Alive, it tag 'em, lose it, as novel. You know, when a serpent's alive, E-L-I-E-V-E, alive, it, the tag, you know, its name, you know, its tag from lose it as novel. You know, it's all cool when it's up in the sky, but when it's a big old serpent down there by your leg, you know, it loses its novel. You know, something foolish. You know, it's like something like a sideshow, a novel to get people to come in and see the show. In this novel, and Will checks elusive of it. ELU and AE is ES. ELUESUV, elusive. And then of, AVIT. Final K is T, of it. You're of your father, from your mother, and of your father, you're of it. Of it, font, QNT, font, is who bought you, who put up the money to buy you, the font. And elusive, of it, font, the one hiding that's bankrolling. Who ask, why cannot? Ask, people say ask several different ways, but ASK is correct, but AST is also correct. This is AST here. And also some people say ax, AX, and that's also correct way to spell ax, ask in Hebrew, and spelled different ways for the reason because it reads different ways through different passes through. Elusive, of it, font. Who ask, why cannot? This mark in the final K makes it a T. And so to remember the days of old, consider the years of is. Z is the crime what owes in benu us in what? Is crime what owes in benu us in what? Did where? Would where shall of it? Wigged it's finite. He will show you your elders. It's WIGGDT. Wigged it. This is the wigs. All these old senators wearing all these white wigs. This isn't their real hair. It's ancient tradition for your elders to wear these wigs. And he will show you your elders. The wigged it's finite, finish, finity. Is crime what owls, OWLS, the owls, the wise old owls. Benu. And so Benu is also the god of the Egyptian annual. Benu is in the cycle connected, when the cycle connects, it's like an annual. It's a year in the cycles connect. And Benu. Is crime what owls Benu is in what did where would where shall of it wigged it's finite and yammer walk and said walk WLK to walk. You see how the final K, it has a different mark in it now. And they say that these are vowel points, but they don't give it a vowel. And this only time you see vowel points on a final letter is this U, which isn't a vowel point, it means a double letter. And this K is the only time they'll do that. So the crime is here, in venal, VENEL, venal. When divided their inheritance to in venal, venal means a thing for sale, venal, available for purchase. Your senators are available for purchase in venal. Holy when, all works when, all of them, all make when. In venal, for purchase, all is. The guys, GUIS, the guys. Holy when guys. So guys is guys, but it's also a geis, and this is wrong. They're saying it comes from wise, but it's where your word disguise comes from, to hide your identity. To hide your identity, a geis is an identity. In venal, holy when geis in be pride. For sale, all for sale, the geis in be pride. Of in, U, V, of vin, vin, the mark of time, in its vin, in its age and contents, its vin number. In pride of vin, adds it sets in goblet. Homies, my people, limbs suffer. My homie's limb, the people on my limb of the tree. Not according to the number, but that limb suffer in Ben his role, that's his job, in Ben his job, and my homies of suffer. And Key, give half, you homo joking evil knelt down to the evil. Give half, you homo joking evil knelt to. Half of your senators have done knelt down to the evil. And then there's that line I read in that last movie. Amidst issue in bars, made in brew, into will is many surviving who, wive when new, its sets renew, occasion to see into. It gives her an occasion to see into, to look into it. And then this word for eagle, is cancer. And that can't be right. But, as the eagle stirs up is the cons, that's the priests, the cons, the controllers. And the cons re-air, back up again. And the cons re-air. The same old con men's re-air. Canoe. Not a nest, but a canoe. QNNU. And so the cons that re-air the canoe, that's all those bird head gods run that canoe back up over the sky every morning. And the cons re-air canoe. All gazelle wear happy press. The press is spreading out the news. The press, the gazelle, ancient word for a newspaper company. The gazelle, the Daily Gazelle. And you find it on ancient Roman coins. I believe you'll find that word on there. And they'll say it means a coin, but it's the press. And all gazelle, we're happy press. We're the happy to put out the news, the press. Can few, if fuck who, wise issue, AEU, the issue, if wise issue, and all over, AVR, over to. Its wings are over to. So it's fairly easy to me to see, they changed the language because we got totally fucked in the past and they plan on doing it again and again and again. So the language has changed so we couldn't read this.
Don't forget. I won't forget.
Alright, I'm going to cut this off here. Good day.